Hey, how's it going, traders? In this video, we are going to break down Alibaba stock, or ticker symbol BABA. Now, if you look over my screen here, as you can see, it's taken quite a beating for the past few months. Now, why is it dropping? How much further does it have to drop? Do we buy? Do we short? What do we do? So all that and more, going right up. Oh man, so for this, I'm going to actually have to zoom out to the max 1 day chart just so I can pull some back data of how much further has a drop. I don't usually do that, but the last 6 months of the year have not been kind to Baba's stock. Now, let's be honest, before 2021, this stock has had an absolute tear, pulling almost 100% gain year over year from $57 a few years ago all the way up to $320 a share. Now, it's since sold off to about $150 a share, and I do think it still has some more selling off to do. Since I pulled some back data looking at past support and resistance lines, we are looking at a clear gap and go play where it really needs to just sell off probably another $10 a share before it's reasonable. Now, full disclaimer, I do not own any Alibaba stock yet, but I do plan on purchasing a position because it's an extremely oversold stock, and honestly, it's a great company as far as growth year over year, except for this year, of course. Now, it's in the 150 range. I think if it taps that $150 support line and continues to trend upward, I will place a partial position, adding to it as it starts to trend up. But it could continue to sell off, and if it breaks below that $150 support line, that's a key area to watch. If it breaks below it and continues to sell off, I think you'll see this in the low 140s to potentially 130s real soon. Now, if it breaks below the $145 support level, it's not going to be good for the stock. Looking at the low 130s, potentially even 120s. Now, I do not think it's going to sell off that much. I think that's completely irrational. I think, honestly, right now it's a little irrational selling. So if we zoom in back to the 6-month chart, as you can see, it's failed to make higher highs almost all year. At least for the last 6 months, it's been selling off pretty aggressively. Now, again, I'm looking at buying some just off the $150 support line. Now, the reason why it is falling is the last few earnings reports haven't been very good for this company. It's failed to beat expectations usually every quarter, but by a few $1 million. Now, this is a multi-billion dollar company bringing in $31 to $32 billion of revenue, and it's still growing. So there's no secret that it still has a lot more growing potential to do, and the stock is completely oversold. So what we're looking at right now is a potential bounce, like I said, off the $150 support level, and if we get that, I would like to see a solid trend up to back to around the 180-day simple moving average. I love using this for swing trades or for investments, period. As you can see, it's been consecutively trading below the 180-day SMA, acting as a resistance line for the past 6 months. If you guys do not utilize this indicator, it's very easy to add. You just go over to your studies and you go over to the simple moving average and change it to the 180. Go to your settings here and change it to the 180 length simple moving average. I love using it for swing trading. I think it's one of the best, if not the best, indicators for swing trading. So now, back to the video. What I'm looking for is a cross of the MACD lines right here. You can see just above my webcam. Now, if these lines do cross, it does serve as a pretty positive bullish indicator, but the last 2 times they crossed, yes, it went up, but then immediately continued to sell off. Now, what I'm looking for in Alibaba stock is for it to consecutively make higher highs. What I mean by that is, as you can see, these high points of these moves are now getting lower, lower, and lower. I want to see the opposite. I want to see the high points getting higher and higher and higher, trending up towards the 180-day simple moving average and eventually breaking it and holding the 180-day simple moving average. So I'm going to take a partial position just below 150 if it does not hold the 150 level, but if it bounces Monday morning, Tuesday morning, I will probably buy it around $155, $160 a share. Right now, it's honestly completely oversold. I think if you were to hold this for the next 6 months, you'll see a pretty positive return. So that's my opinion on Alibaba stock. I'm going to be watching it pretty closely. Again, I will alert everyone in my team's Discord when I actually buy Alibaba stock. Now, I'm interested in hearing your guys' opinions or your trading plan on Alibaba stock. Are you guys shorting it? Are you guys planning on starting a position in the near future? Or are you just bag holding it at the moment? So let me know your guys' trading plan in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if this video helped you. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the very next video.